How's it going, everyone? We're here to take a look at what's coming up in Rust, what the team has been working on, and what we can look forward to for the June update. So we're already 2 weeks into the new wipe, or the current wipe, or the current month, whatever you want to say, and the team has been doing a ton of back-end things. One of the most important things is Peter is working on trying to finally nail down that lag during gunfights. This is one of the biggest issues, this and the projectiles, the invalid projectiles, and the team has been trying very hard to get rid of this issue. It's been a huge pain, and one of the things they have noticed is that their visual effects for the guns in-game is actually a very heavy process for the game. So what he's doing is going through, and you've probably seen all these commits that say VFX this, VFX heavy pistol, VFX blah, 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 you know, that kind of stuff. And everyone's like, what is this? What are these guns? And as far as I know, they're not adding any new guns. Heavy pistol should be the M92. I know there was a couple other commits with like weird weapon names and stuff. You have to remember the name of the gun in game sometimes isn't the same as it is in the coding. So that's just kind of the thing that's going on. But basically, he's redoing all the visual effects, and this should hopefully make a huge impact on the gunfight lag, if not maybe even fix the issue is what they're hoping for. They don't know if it will fix it entirely, but it is something that's going to make a huge difference, and let's all hope it actually does fix it. So we'll have to see there. Another thing a lot of people have been wondering about or trying to figure out is there's a few skins here and there that don't work. The team is currently working at redoing how skins are loaded into the game, how they're used performance-wise. With the last update, if you have under 10 gigs, they're hidden by default and you'd have to turn them back on. So some people are confused with that. It's the item skin unload convert. You can see it right here. That's actually the thing there. So that was conveniently sitting on the screen for me. There's a few that don't work still. They have a fix for it. They work fine on staging branch. We're going to have to wait until the June update for that to fix, unfortunately. They've released a few patches that fix the majority of stuff, but anything that's still broken probably won't be fixed until they can roll out a full forced wipe on June. So you're going to have to wait a little bit for that, but thankfully it's only a couple of older skins. It seems that pretty much most of the new stuff works, as well as pretty much the majority of most skin libraries should be alright as well. So that's kind of an update on that one. I know a lot of people have been asking about it. Now there's a new thing that they're doing with some parented movement and so forth, and the parented movement has to do with when you're on something in-game that moves and the ability for you to kind of stay on it. And another thing they've been doing is there's now kind of like a bump up for steps. I was going to show you guys that today, but right now staging is completely borked. If you try to connect to a server, you either do or don't. I'm one of the unlucky people that get an EAC error and cannot connect to a server on staging. So that's why we're sitting here at the main menu. But as you may have noticed, the main menu is a little bit different, which is the main thing we're going to be talking about today. But we'll get to that in a second. So basically what this is, if you've ever played, I guess the first thing that comes to my mind is Minecraft. You can walk up a 1 block height without it like impeding your movement. And right now in Rust, sometimes you'll walk up to a foundation and it's something that in real life you'd be able to normally just walk over like nothing, but you get stuck up on it in Rust, like a lip on a stair or a foundation that's just barely higher than the ground. And those kind of things you can now just kind of go up and over with. Now, this is being implemented for the player model, but I think it also has something to do with horses coming up. Because as of right now, the current vehicles that exist in game don't really do good with a step up. Like if you try to drive the heli on the ground and drive it a step up, it gets stuck. And it just can't really do it. And with horses, that's something they should be able to do, and I'm sure they don't want you to do a bunch of derpy, weird jumping around. So maybe it has something to do with that. I'm not sure. I know Hulk is still working on it. It is quite the thing to do, and it requires a lot of AI work as well. But I know Hulk has been working away on that, and there is a new commit to something called the vehicle branch. Now, I don't know if he's just lumping horses into vehicles, or if this could be horse-drawn carts, which they have mentioned player or horse-drawn carts are something they wanted to put into the game, so that could be something coming with them, or maybe Helk just decided, heck, I'm just going to do cars as well. I don't know. They are fully modeled, they just aren't implemented, so we just have to see where that's going. But enough about that. That's kind of the general what's been going on. Let's take a look at something I can actually show you. So Gary has been working really hard in the background integrating the new Steamworks into Rust. So what does that mean? Well, it's going to be functions with your Steam inventory. That means things like skins and just how Steamworks works with C+. And right now it just isn't very, the way they have it set up, I guess, isn't very convenient. Gary's redoing it so it will be, and so that they can do a lot more with it. What does this mean for the workshop and other stuff? I'm not sure yet. They haven't detailed that. We're going to have to wait to hear what they have to say. But along with that, we've got ourselves a new menu for the game. And this menu looks very, very friendly. It almost looks like a menu that might be acceptable for a console game? I don't know. A lot of people have been begging Rust to come to consoles. I don't think it's anything that's happening anytime soon, if at all. They've mentioned before that they want to, and there's the whole controversy of these hidden commits that everyone claims is a console update. I can't say for sure, but I wouldn't be surprised if one day we do see it. This menu definitely seems like it would be a lot more friendly with a console than, you know, just PC. But who knows? Maybe they're just redoing it to make it look nice and spiffy, which it really does. So on your main page here, you'll have your couple of servers to go ahead and, you know, jump onto. You've got all the other stuff going on around here. And you've got their Twitter, you've got the Facebook, their Discord, your normal stats, the workshop over here in the corner. If you go to play, the new server list, it should be one of those things where everyone's been having a lot of problems with the server list. Gary's working on making none of those exist, so that this should be more functional. However, right now, as Gary has put it himself, this is a trial by fire, meaning some things might be broken. So you'll just have to see. Moving over to inventory, it gets a little bit derpy here for a second, so this is one of those kind of broken things. But I've noticed if you kind of click and then hit escape and give it a minute, there we go. It works. So you can see the inventory has changed up a little bit. It now seems to go in order of when you have bought things, is what I've noticed. And then also your most recent inventory drops show up. Like the other day I was playing and I got a two-sided sign, so there's that. And I don't know if the whole like loot box thing is going to actually get updated. I've seen some commits to it. I don't know if he's going to make things drop more often, if there's going to be added more things to it, a different way to do it. I don't know, but this has always been something people haven't really played around with. A lot of people don't even know it exists, and it honestly has never really felt worth it. So hey, maybe that's something that's going to be getting a bit of a rework. Then there's the item store tab. You can see there's a pretty little tree background we have through all of these. Options has the same thing going on in the background there. It just kind of looks nicer, a little more professional. But guys, the main thing here is you can hit quit and, well, you'll see, we're going to go blank here in a second. Rust actually closes. That's right. All right, so there you go, guys. One of the, and here's one of the weird issues where it does this up here. But one of the biggest complaints of everyone forever is that you gotta keep clicking on the screen until you get the force close option, or just open up your task manager to close Rust. And it's one of those things where a finished game shouldn't honestly have that issue. Well, it looks like it's wiped out. As soon as these improvements get rolled out to us, it should no longer be an issue, and I'm just really happy to see that. Rust has a new, fresh, professional, or not professional, but updated look, I should say. It functions in the same way. So that pretty much does it, guys. I'm going to leave you here. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the Excavator. Vince was awesome enough to send me some pictures here of the Excavator and the progress it has had. Still keeping under the wraps what the full function of it will be, but ore gathering of some sort should pretty much be the plain idea, and we know that it will spawn in the desert only. So hey, that's about all the information I have on it, but there's some sweet new pictures. You guys enjoy it. Thanks for watching, and we will see you guys next week, where we should probably have some more concrete stuff we can show you. So, as always, guys, have a great one. Skin videos should be up as soon as skins are out, and have a great one. Thanks for watching.